What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crypto Weekly Review, home of the Wolf Pack. In this episode, we're going to talk about China and the major market crash that is going on over there. It appears that the coup is spreading to Beijing, and they're also talking about Beijing lockdowns and what that means to global food supply and supply chains. We're also going to talk about Elon and can he lose Tesla, taking out loans against his shares for Twitter. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump straight into the charts.
You big old sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex.
Bitcoin on the daily chart. Guys, we've been saying, do you want the ugly truth or do you want pretty lies? The truth is, this is a bear flag right here. And now we have broken down below the lower trend line. And now look, if we take the measured move and we put it right to the top of this candle here, where are we at? We're at the COVID lows. And the COVID lows is exactly where PayPal is right now. They are one of the companies that sanctioned Russia, just like Netflix. And Netflix is continuing its absolute free fall. But nothing, and I mean nothing, is dumping as bad as China. Elon, did you invest in Chinese stocks?
China, here I come. China is truly the future. They are growing extremely fast and will likely become the world's largest economy in the near future.
Don't pay.
Forgive me, sir, I will make it happen.
My condolences. Die Ullobojack in the Vashkajos and Foral.
The CSI 300 is dumping like crazy. We have all heard about the draconian lockdowns in China where the police are using brutality and welding people into their homes. They're even doing COVID tests on fish. They're doing COVID tests on chickens. The kids are wrapped in full suits to go to school. This infection is supposedly spreading to Beijing, which is the capital of China and has 20 million people in it. If Beijing locks down, the global supply chains would absolutely be crippled. And where is it dumping to? The COVID lows. Guys, I think everything is going back to the COVID lows. Now, we are talking massive shortages. We are talking about food shortages, which is kind of weird because 12, and I repeat, 12 food plants in the United States have burned down in the last month.
Food plant fire in Hermiston, Oregon that happened yesterday.
There have been confirmed over a dozen disabling accidents at food plants in the last month, over a dozen.
Absolutely, and we're talking about...
I think it's crazy that Biden was warning us about food shortages last month, and now we have all of these food processing plants burning down. And if you look at the food shortages in Shanghai, it looks like an episode of The Walking Dead as food is being rationed. So if you're wondering if you should buy PayPal at the COVID lows, surely it's due to bounce, right? Well, I would say buy food instead before we're all out here eating bugs after all.
Volunteers are putting their taste buds to the test at the University of Adelaide. Researchers are preparing common insects for consumption, insisting sustainable food sources are the future.
I've never actually eaten bugs. Maybe bugs taste like chicken, if chicken tasted like dog shit. This brutal and oppressive lockdown has been going on for 4 weeks in Shanghai. So how many COVID deaths do you think they had? 138. 138? What kind of pandemic is this? Is it worth locking down and imprisoning your own people? I mean, COVID is basically over. You don't even have to wear a mask on an airplane anymore. Why are they doing this? Why are they crippling their own economy? Could there be bigger forces at play? It appears that China is siding with Russia. They recently made a statement accusing the US of war crimes, saying that the Syrian invasion and the Afghan invasion went against the UN Security Council and 300,000 civilians have been killed. I will link this video in the description box below so you can watch it yourself. But there appears to be Chinese journalists embedded with Russian troops in Ukraine.
现在位于马里乌波尔钢厂的行政楼啊，这就是。
Russia and China have forged a seemingly unrestrained pact. They have declared that the friendship between them has no limits, that there are no forbidden areas of cooperation. This was in February this year. And then the invasion of Ukraine followed.
The only way that you can preserve peace is to prepare for war.
But on that list of weapons provided last week, there was something called the Phoenix Ghost Tactical Unmanned Aerial Systems, and I'm reading it off a list here because last week was the first time I'd ever heard of this thing. It's a classified program. We can't show a picture of it because there is no picture, but this is a kamikaze drone.
Kamikaze drones. Why don't they just release the Terminators already? Look, China is locking down, probably going to lock down Beijing. It almost seems like they want to disrupt the global supply chains purposefully. Maybe they have their own ambitions. Maybe they'll finally try to take Taiwan. I don't know, but I think a Black Swan event is coming. And I think that we are going to go back to the COVID lows, okay? But here's why I'm not selling my Bitcoin and ETH and shitcoin hodl positions, okay? One, I already am very, very cash heavy. I sold 65K. I sold Hex 45 cents. Okay. So that's why I can't give you financial advice because I don't know your specific situation, you know, but I'm not going to because it seems like we're going to some sort of like global currency crash or something like that. And I definitely want to be holding crypto, hold gold, hold silver, things like that. Look, I'm not trying to freak you out and I'm making conspiracy theories. I'm showing you what is actually going on in the world so you can make a rational, reasonable decision on what you want to do. I'm just trying to give you the knowledge that I'm seeing. All right, guys, that is enough doom and gloom for one day. There is some good news. Elon did buy Twitter. Twitter accepts buyout, giving Elon Musk total control of the company. Elon went on to tweet, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to future of humanity are debated." I 100% agree with him. I'm excited about this, and I also want him to take over YouTube at some point. But I got to thinking, like, okay, so he is taking out loans against his Tesla shares. If we do go into some sort of a dump in a recession, is he going to get like margin called? Is he going to have to liquidate his Tesla shares if Twitter doesn't work out? Could Elon Musk lose Tesla over this deal? Oh man, that would be super embarrassing. But I looked deeper into the finances. It looks like he put up 50% of the $54 billion on his own. Then he got some loans from Morgan Stanley. So if things start going badly, I think he has enough wiggle room there to restructure and things like that. But yeah, worst case scenario, Elon loses Tesla over this thing. Dude, that would be a L. Hex, on the daily chart.
Yes, you're right there. You're right there.
Man, this is crazy. This descending triangle that I drew a long time ago. Look at how this descending trend line and the horizontal line, they are being respected by today's candle. Really, considering that everything is dumping, you know, like this isn't that bad of a dump. Maybe like we're out of sellers. I think if we do have another big equities dump, we probably will see Hex break out of this. Okay, I think we're gonna break down. We're in a descending triangle at the end and it's respecting both trend lines. Guys, this looks like it's going to dump like crazy, but I don't know. And I am interested using my hodl position to pick up some more Hex if that's the case, because you know I'm long-term bullish Hex, but I just think there's a lot more pain to come. So what is pumping today? The Russian ruble is pumping. Oh man, dude, what happened? The United States equities are dumping. The ruble is pumping. Who's winning? Cult, not interesting. MRI, it looks really weak. Bitcoin, look, man, Bitcoin is popping back into its bear flag right here. If we close up here above this trend line, if we close above 40,000, you know, like this could be good. Okay. Yeah, please prove me wrong, right? And logic, and pump and decouple from equities, decouple from all this nonsense. And it could. That's the thing. Bitcoin is designed for times like this. Bitcoin could decouple and pump, but remember, there are no certainties, there are only probabilities, and I think the probabilities are kind of low. I think that we're going down to the COVID lows. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, join the wolf pack, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.